Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. I hope you're all doing great. If you're watching this video for the first time, my name is Syed Umar Farooq and my channel name is Flashy Syed. I will be making videos on educational content, in particularly about higher studies and its requirements. And in the future guys, I will be sharing you my personal experience about the life in UK. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to make sure you get notified every time that I post a video. If you did not watch my earlier video on SOP and its parameters, make sure you watch that video before you watch the LOR, because SOP is the heart of your whole profile. So make sure you watch that video. I'll keep the link somewhere here. You can watch that video and then come back and continue with this video. So what are you waiting for? Without any ado, let's dive into the video guys. In this video I'll be sharing you a very important topic called letter of recommendation, also known as LOR. So if you don't know where to start and what to write in the LOR and what are the various classifications in LOR, then this video is for you. So friends, make sure you watch the video till the end to write a top-notch LOR for your dream university. LOR is a document which describes a comprehensive insight about yourself to the admission office of a particular university that you're planning to apply for. This letter aims at enabling the admission officers to get a clearer and favorable picture of your achievements, contributions, experience and skills communicated by your recommended through the recommendation letter. It's broadly classified into two categories. The first category is academic LOR and the second one is professional LOR. So when it comes to academic LOR, the LOR provided by your faculty member of your previous institution. When it comes to professional LOR, LOR provided by your manager or your ex-manager will come under this category. When it comes to how to write an LOR, let us have some steps in our mind. So a letter of recommendation in general, the university will be giving you the font size and what are the number of words that you have to put in. But if it is not provided in particular by your university, then you need to write at least around 400 to 500 words. Make sure you include your strengths and your weaknesses in your LOR. Guys, please make sure when you're drafting an LOR and when your final LOR is ready, make sure you print it on a letterhead provided by your university or by the company that you're working in, because most of the universities require this letter to be on official letterhead of the institution that you are currently studying into or the company that you're working in. Very important point to keep in mind is that LOR is not a repetition of SOP. This point what I'm about to make here is a contradictory point for many of the viewers who are watching this video right now. So try to listen this with extra attention. Choosing a recommender is the most difficult job while you are drafting an LOR for your dream university. Being as a student, many of our friends and even our professors think that getting a letter of recommendation from a PhD professor might help you to get secure your chances of getting into your dream university, but in reality that's not the case guys, because a letter of recommendation is given by a recommender who knows you better, who knows your values, who knows your excellence and your contribution and the delivery, because they witnessed your skills in practical, in person. I personally recommend to choose your recommender very carefully, because an ideal recommender is who knows you well, has personally witnessed your quality of work delivered by you and readily agree to provide specific instances of your valued contribution and excellence. So I prefer giving an LOR to my class advisor or my lab advisor who knows me well, rather than giving a LOR to my HOD or my principal. The admission committee of the university that you are applying to goes through thousands of SOPs and LORs, and yours is one of them. Now, in order to stand out, focus on including your accomplishments and qualities with supporting examples. Making an impressive LOR is as important as writing and winning SOP. Don't take the LOR lightly, guys, because the LOR is as important as your other documents like your SOP and your resume for that matter. So in general, university requirements is of 2 to 3 recommendation letters, but please check the university portal once again, because every university varies in its requirement. Also, please talk to your recommender before you submit your recommendation letter to the university, because few universities demands letter of recommendation from the recommender directly rather than from a student, but a few other universities they ask LOR from the student directly. Make sure you check the requirements by the university before you sending the LOR. For an impressive LOR, guys, please make sure you start at very beginning, at least 1 month before you send your letter of recommendation to the university. This is because if you don't provide enough time for the recommender who is writing about you, and you expecting an impressive LOR in the last very moment is unfair, right? So please make sure you start at least 1 month, or give time for your recommender at least of 1 month to write about you, and to enhance your chances of getting into the dream university that you wanted to be. Always try to proofread your letter of recommendation after you getting the letter of recommendation from your recommender. This is very important because many of us don't do this, because we end up doing this at the very last moment. You need to verify and check whether your personality matches with the letter of recommendation provided by your recommender, because it is very important, because the LOR that you are sharing to the university is all about you but not about someone else. So make sure you proofread it before you sending it to the university. I'll be adding all the qualities that can be added in the perfect LOR in the description below, so make sure you go through. And also, guys, I will be adding my own LOR that you can download it, and you can also check it for your reference. I trust my LOR did help you to some extent in writing LOR. Guys, I hope you really like this video, and if you really like this video, please hit the like button and share it to your friends who are in need. I trust my next video will be on resume and the difference between resume and CV, and also I'm planning to make a video on the difference between SOP and LOR. And if you guys have any doubts on any document to your higher studies journey, so make sure you comment me down below here so that I make a video on it next time. That's all for this video, guys. Until next video, keep hustling. Bye.